to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Haha, bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast. Cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard, my team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, I get it. I got cleats on my feet, jersey on my back, helmet on my head, ready to attack like that. Down in Mississippi and New Orleans, big Snoop Dogg got a Madden league. Your team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy, and tell the whole damn world it's Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy, and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg, and I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast. Cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard, my team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, now get it. Big Snoop Dogg, it's in the game. Blow your mind.
Ooh, why you do that? Like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad? Like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag. My bag. You ain't geek. Too bad. My bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Go on your then run it back. Run it back. Hello? That's the check calling. Let me click over real quick to let my check talk it. I eat it. Ooh, Pac-Man, that's the way my neck talking. Right? I ain't never coming back the way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack, my bad. But I'm past that with a NASDAQ. That's cash when the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab brown man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit. I'm glad when the check missed the direct hit. I'm sad like, who's that knocking at my window? My window. They say that it's the money, I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you up like a limbo. She said she not a, she an. Ay. Ooh, why you do that like that?
All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Rams and the Carolina Panthers. This is taken at the 3. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go, D. Hey, Alpha. You got to step it up. Jim. More out. Quick, get.
On 1st down, Dickerson. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
Second and 6 at the 38-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day. Kill. Kill. 6-6, pull it high. Buzz.
Lock to throw on second down. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. Touchdown, LA! Tyreek Hill, 62 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. We thought they may be a quick strike offense this season. That is lightning quick. Not bad for the first drive of the year.
That has to actually exceed expectations, doesn't it? Because most teams want to be a quick strike offense. They want to score as quickly as possible and run a defense into submission. What they have to understand is, while they got it done there, long way to go. Don't get discouraged if you have to run a few more plays on your next drive.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go. 15 line. 56. Hey, watch the leg. Under 10. Check three. Hey, Haywood. Ready?
A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Possibly a good spot here to take a shot as they come out with 3 receivers to the left on second and less than a yard.
Hey, orbit. Check motion man. Put your hands on him. Get hands on motion man. Shit. Hard. 6 guys. Hey, Sam off. Pick the edge. Come down.
Throwing Jones. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That play was hard to see. One play goes wrong, and all of a sudden it's third and very long when they had been in second and inches.
Yeah, I know you like the idea of taking a shot on second and inches, but you can't take a sack for that big of a loss.
That's the one thing you cannot do. They gave it up, and now they're way behind the chains. Good luck with this next play call.
57 to Mike. Watch the backer.
And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Andy Isabella, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Zerline good with a PAT. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24-25.
Now Jones is hit. He lost the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Go! Hey, seam 6. 56. Quarterback, don't get it.
Now Jones. And this is caught by Watkins. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41. A big play there for the Panthers. 42 yards.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
I got you, boy. Hey, high 7. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Mike 56. Mike 56. I don't even know why this team showed up. Big grip.
Looking to throw. Jones. Blitz coming, and down he goes. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed in this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center.
Switch up. 56. Right there. 56.
And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. 9 yards on the pickup that time, so he got more than half of it back, but it's still a 3rd and 8. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down.
Check. Look. Squeeze. Bam. Hey, Delta. Get it.
Operating from the gun. Jones dancing to his left. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3, and this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over, and it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
Hey, wahoo!
Throwing on first down is Locke. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Watch out, watch out, watch out. Leo, ready?
They'll run on first down. Dickerson. And he'll get across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and inches.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd.
He's checking crap. Check the hot read.
Locke going to try and throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. Well, the fake punt gets only a yard, but that's enough to pick up the first.
I'm not sure that the surprise was that they actually faked it. That's classic territory to go ahead and do it. The surprise to me is that they were successful. I'm not sure the defense was really prepared.
And now they're going to keep the drive alive here. Really big play on the fake punt. On first down, Locke. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. These two teams squaring off here in week 1. You might remember they used to be in that old NFC West division together from 1995 to 2001. The Falcons, Saints, and 49ers were also in there with the Rams and Panthers. And the Panthers recently, they've dominated this series. They've won 6 of the last 7 against the Rams. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Into the red zone, it's Locke. That's complete to his tight end, Sprinkle. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Come on, set. 10-2 stop. Switch. Hey, exit. Hit.
Locke looks to throw it again. This is the tight end Fant. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end. But now it's 3rd and goal.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. On 3rd down, Dickerson. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Zuerlein, of course, last year had likely the iconic field goal of the season, booting that 57-yarder in the Superdome to send his squad to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, you really hurt the Saints fans on that one, didn't you?
Sorry.
They didn't want to hear that at all. But this guy deserves his nicknames. Greg the Leg, Legatron, because the ball goes through the post at a heavy rate, 87% in 2018.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
Check 9, check 9. Chance. Hey, Charlie. Check 99. Look at me. Door.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
I'm coming.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Watch the run. Rock it. Check 3. Why? Get rolled out. 25, check 25. Ready.
From the 41, Jones. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Check 33. Hard. Check 52. Now.
Here's Jones operating from the gun. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 23-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Here we go. Smooth. Hey, Sam off. Fight.
Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a 1st down. Locke now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10.
Go. Hey, Echo.
Locke now on 1st down. This one caught by Isabella. Touchdown, LA! And he is Isabella, making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Got his man there, complete to Gallup. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. A good run as he works his way for 9 that time, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and just a few inches. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
Here I come. There. He's checking. Leo.
Jones now. A final shot before break. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Incomplete. It's 4th down.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down.
57's mine. I'm coming for you. Mine. Check. Slam.
Shoot. A final shot before break. Jones. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. A nice run on first down gets him 6 yards to the 31. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Push him back. Hey, lock it. Shift. Switch. Yep. We got it. 56.
2nd and 4. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Let's go. 18 Gator.
He's sick as the mic. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Check, 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 check.
Switch it. Look at me. Score.
Check, check. Fresno.
80 weapon. Hey, Haywood. Ready.
Now Jones. Off play action. And that'll be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Rock it. Snap.
Here's Carson. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Mike, check 33.
We ain't giving up nothing today. Hey, Orbit.
Check Mike 33.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Check 3. Check. Look.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. That'll be caught. It's Steven Sims. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Go.
Mike, check 33.
Stay with your man.
Hey, check Mike 33.
You're out.
The ball, D. We got to get to the ball.
Five.
Jones throwing on 4th down. And it's complete. Hooper. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
Let's go.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Come on.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Get off the field.
Blue draw Porkers.
Kill.
Let's go.
Quick throw, and it's caught by Gallup. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Down. 10-2 stop.
Watch my board. Quit talking about it and bring it.
Hey, seam 6.
54, right there. 54, Mike. Hey, let's get up.
Hard.
The field, D. 36.
Let's go.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down.
Hey, high 7.
56. Mike's 56.
Hey, Sam off.
Bang.
From the gun, Jones going deep here for Watkins. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
There is no doubt that Geno Atkins is really strong and stout at the point of attack. But I love his suddenness, the ability to make plays, to be in one spot, and then he's gone and into the offensive backfield. He's a heck of a player.
And there, a big TFL, tackle for loss.
Hard to believe that his father, Gene Atkins, was an NFL defensive back. Has bred this big defensive tackle.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A nice run there, 8 yards, moves him much closer to the goal line now for third down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
This is third and goal. Still looking for the first points of the game.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. 49, check 49.
Get it.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. Now, let's not forget that was all set up by the 4th down conversion earlier in the drive.
Would have been a complete letdown if the drive doesn't culminate this way, wouldn't it? If you're going to go for it on 4th down, your intention is to make sure you get a touchdown out of the drive, and that's exactly what they did. Converted, and it converted a second time for 6 points.
Extra point from McManus is good, and that'll make it 24-7. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Rams out in front here. They've got control of the football as well as we get set for the 4th quarter. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10.
Check curls, check curls. Check 37.
Ready?
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off the game.
On second down, Dickerson. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. This offensive line starting to win up front. You win that battle in the trenches, you can kind of wear them down here late.
So you bring in the second part to that equation, and that's the big running back, the big bruiser, who can get more than what's blocked and break a few extra tackles and gain yardage.
Watch the
61, matchbox lights.
Mike 50.
Block now on first down. Open man right side is Ingram. Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of 7.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
I'll be right back, Trey.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Hey, Delta. Fair.
To throw it is Locke. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Matt Milano. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Ready, set.
55. Check 55. Mike. Watch the curl. Hey, watch it.
Back. Hey, wahoo.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. And the pressure gets to him again. Reuben Foster, the former national champion at Alabama, gets in for the sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
6-yard return after a punt of 48. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
Let's go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. He's going to have the first down past the 20. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther first down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Kill.
6-6, pull it high. Yo, go. Hey, exit.
3, check 3. Shoot.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Big grip.
Here's Jones on first down. He's going to find Gallup here complete. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. They're giving those short little routes. Tackled him in bounds, too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you've got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains.
Ready up.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
On deck. Quick the edge. Come.
Hey, Charlie.
57. Mike, 57.
Army.
Hatchet.
Slam.
Hey, lock it.
Check safety.
And that'll set them back 5. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
He's coming. Double up.
Look at me. Door.
Alert 3.
Shoot.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Right there, 56.
I got one. Watch the safety crease.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Check 26, check 26. Check 43.
Jones now from the gun on third down. That's complete to McCaffrey. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Jones heading up here 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
33. Hey, here we go.
Hey, zoom. Check mark 33. Check mark 33. Now watch one. Rock it. You're out. Kill.
Operating from the gun, Jones hit and the ball's out. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. So this defense clicking early in the year, week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build. And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Well, there's no doubt in my mind that he dreamed of this. How about this for your debut? Second sack in the opener.
Yeah, it's great to get 1. That's memorable. 2? Hello.
Now, he dreamed about it. He thought about it. Did he ever expect it to happen? Probably not.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2.
Ready. 56. Check 56. Recon, 132 fighter. Watch the shit.
Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line.
On the ready. Max 56. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. And now I'm listening to you. So for Los Angeles, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get up out the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. I score up in the end zone, do my dance all on a hater. A mover and a shaker, you a novice, I'm a player. I'm from DC, but I'm running through and sacking like a raider. 2 chains on my neck, one for now and one for later. And we don't play fair, baby, we play for keeps. You can pass me up, this is not a bye week. I'm looking for a trophy competition, looking steep. And I'm training, I've been focused, I've been bombing from the deep. I'm like, move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get up out the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Move the needle for the city like the championships. All my records go hard, this a champion hit. I've been working for this moment like I've been in the gym. Jumping all over hurdles, I'm evading the pit. Good to hear with anybody, take them, I can shake them. I invite them to the fire, then I bake them, I'ma break them. I'm a Hall of Fame legend, they should go and hang my jersey. Made to put in work, I don't think they really heard me like. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get up out the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Ain't no stopping me, ain't no topping me, I am up. #1 seed, ain't nobody popping up. Got a squad of gorillas from the jungle suited up. You kicking off against me, hope you ready, get it up. Got me booted up, popping out a sprinter or a truck. Whole team chasing bags while they chasing us. Calling audible, I read the game, I think it's time to switch. You get hit, if I miss, then my teammates got the blitz, yeah. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get up out the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains.